जय वंशपात परमंश परिव्राजकाचार्य सुतर सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपनाथ कुंड राधा कुंड की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। नववेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glory to the Srimad. All glory to the Srimad. All glory to the Srimad. Thank you very much.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 15th chapter, text number 28, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on December 6th, 1973, in Los Angeles.
Translation. Sutta Goswami said, "Thus being deeply absorbed in thinking of the instructions of the Lord, which were imparted in the great intimacy of friendship, and in thinking of his lotus feet, Arjuna's mind became pacified and free from all material contamination."
Abhismiti Krishna Padar Vindayo Chinoti Avadrani Sacham Tanoti. This is our Krishna consciousness movement, that if constantly our mind is engaged in thinking of the lotus feet of Krishna, thinking begins from the lotus feet, not all of a sudden, stop this child. You cannot think of Krishna all of a sudden on the top. This is the process. In the second canto, you'll find. And we have to think of Krishna's lotus feet. The Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto and second canto, are the lotus feet of Krishna. Then you gradually rise. When you are accustomed to think of Krishna, that is called transcendental meditation. At any time, at any moment, if you immediately meditate, you will see the lotus feet of Krishna. That is transcendental meditation. Then gradually rise to think of this portion, this portion, this portion, and at last the smiling face. That smiling face is compared with the 10th canto. 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is explained. So, Arjuna was disturbed in so many ways, but as soon as he began to think of Krishna's lotus feet, Saroruha, Krishna Pada Saroruha, immediately everything became pacified. This is the process. This is transcendental consciousness or transcendental meditation. Immediately, without any delay, for a moment, you will feel completely pacified. Therefore, Krishna advises, Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mag namaskuru. Always, Manmana, always engage your mind upon me. This deity worship means to train the neophytes devotees how to concentrate upon the form of Krishna, especially his lotus feet. That will make our life pacified always. Shanta, pacified, peaceful. Another point is, Sauhadena uti garena. Very deep intimacy. We have got already our relationship with Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sridam sarvabhutanam jnatyam aham shantimicchit. We are seeking after friends who can give me some benefit, who can give me some peace of mind. We are reading so many books, consulting so many philosophers, scientists, searching out peace of mind. But we are forgetting that our real Suhrit, friend, is Krishna. Sridam Sarvabhutana. Actually that is a fact, because we are part and parcel of Krishna. The example I have given many times, just like this finger is part and parcel of my body. So, the finger is always happy when it is attached with this body. It is very practical, try to understand. If the finger is cut and separated from this body, then it will be called somebody's finger. Everyone will see the finger falling on the ground. Somebody will say, yes, somebody if he knows that it is that man's finger. But this finger is useless. It is simply name finger. That you have to understand. The finger's value is so long it is attached with the body. As soon as it is separated from the body, it is useless. You can call it finger. Similarly, our societies, human society, is divided into so many departments. Generally, it is divided into 4 classes. Intelligent class, administrator class, productive class, and worker class. The whole human society. There are certain men who are very intelligent. They are scientists, philosophers, writers, thinkers. There are so many departments. Similarly, there are politicians, diplomats. Similarly, there are industrialists, agriculturists, and general workers. They are neither intelligent, nor administrator, nor producer, but simply worker. You give them some money and they are satisfied. So, that is natural division of the society. And you call it by a different name. But scientifically, the division is already there. So, in the human society, the central point is Krishna. Central point is Krishna. If we forget Krishna, this intelligent class of man, this administrator class of man, the productive class of man, the worker class of man, they are all useless. They are all useless. If by your intelligence you cannot find out with whom you are intimately related, then what is the value of your intelligence? That kind of intelligence a dog has also got. Where is something to eat or where is something to mate, the dog has that, eating, sleeping, mating. And depending, this intelligence the dog has got. And if you have got the same intelligence, without utilizing your intelligence to find out the Supreme with whom you are so intimately related, then what is the value of your intelligence? So, this is Krishna consciousness movement. we are trying to utilize intelligence to find out the Supreme Cause, the Supreme, with whom we are very intimately related. Because we are part and parcel. The same example, just like this finger, is very intimately related with his body. But if it is separated, it has no value. But again, if there is possibility to join this finger with this body, then again it regains its value. That is Krishna consciousness movement. We are now separated from Krishna. We have forgotten Krishna. This is our position. Although I am intelligent, very intelligent, so-called intelligent, for eating or sleeping or for having sex life, intelligence, just like that, the scientists are applying intelligence for abortion. What is this intelligence? To give facility sex life, that's all. What is this intelligence? Killing the poor child within the womb, is that very good intelligence? No, but that intelligence is for giving facility to sex life. That's all. There are so-called scientists, intelligence. What is that intelligence? They discovered atomic bomb. What is the effect? To kill. So they are dying. What is the credit for you? They are already dying. Naturally dying. Dying of want of food. Dying in famine, in pestilence. Then what you have discovered? This is called intelligence. This intelligence is described in the Bhagavad Gita, Maya Aprita Jnana. They are advertising themselves as intelligent, but real intelligence is technical. Real intelligence is that we are advancing in science, in education, in motor cars, and motor tires and everything, but where is our peace? Where is Shanti? That is intelligence. That intelligence must be utilized to find out where is really Shanti, peace. That is intelligence. That is described. Savai pungsang paro dharmo jato bhakti radhukhaji. Jayatma samprasidati. If you want actually peace, then your intelligence should be utilized for searching out the Supreme and your relationship with Him. As soon as you find out, just like you have lost your father, if you find out your father, immediately your relationship with father is revived. There is no question, here is my father. And father says, here is my son. Because the relationship is very intimate. A son may go out for years together. But as soon as he comes back home, he sees his father, mother, and that original intimacy immediately there. So we have got that intimate relation. So when we come to that position, to understand our intimate relationship with God or Krishna, that is called Swarup Siddhi. Swarup Siddhi. Swarup Siddhi means realization of perfection. Swarup Siddhi. So here, Sutta Goswami says, Sauhadena Garhena Shant. If an old friend meets another old friend, they become very much delighted. Similarly, if the father meets the lost child, he becomes very delighted. And the child also becomes delighted. A husband, wife separated, again they meet. So they become very delighted. It is quite natural. The master and servant, after many, many years, if they again meet, they become very delighted. So we have got our relationship with Krishna in so many ways. Shanta dasa sakha vasalya madhurya. Shanta means neutral. Simply to understand the Supreme. Dasya means step forward. Just like we say God is great, that is Shanta. To appreciate the greatness of God. But there is no activity. But when you go step forward, that God is great, so I am serving so many, society, friendship, love, cats, dogs and so many, I am loving. Why not let me love the greatest? That is called dasya. Simply to realize God is great, that is also very good. But when you voluntarily go forward, now why not serve the great? Just like from ordinary service, those who are engaged in service, they want to try to change from the inferior service to the superior service. Service is there, but superior service, if somebody gets government service, he thinks it is very nice. Similarly, as we serve, so when we desire to serve the great, that will give us peacefulness. That is called Shanta Dasya. Then service with friendship. Service, master and servant, giving service. But when the servant becomes very intimate, there is friendship. I have seen it practically in Calcutta. The Dr. Bose, his driver was his best friend. When he would sit on the car, he'll talk all his mind with the driver. Although his driver, he became his intimate friend. All confidential talks with the driver. It happens so. If the servant becomes very confidential, the master discloses his mind. He talks with him what to do. So this is called platform of friendship. And again, further advancement, just like relationship with father and son, mother and son, this is called Vatsalya, and at last, conjugal love. So in this way, we are related with Krishna, somewhere or other. In veneration, in servitude, as friend, as paternal affection, or as conjugal affection. You see? So we have to revive that. And as soon as we revive any one of them, intimacy, then we become happy. Because that is eternal. The same example. The finger, so long separated, it is not happy. As soon as it is joined, it is happy. Similarly, we have got our eternal relationship with Krishna. Now we are separated. But as soon as we join with him, again we become Jenatma Samprasidati. So therefore Krishna consciousness movement is beneficial for everyone, just to try to revive your original consciousness. That is already there. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti. Our Krishna consciousness is eternally a fact. Otherwise, you European American boys and girls, you 3 or 4 years ago, you did not know what is Krishna. Why you are so much attached to Krishna? Why you are attached? Unless you are attached to Krishna, you cannot sacrifice your valuable time in this temple or for preaching Krishna's glory. You have developed a love for Krishna. Otherwise, nobody is so fool that he is wasting time. No. But then how it is possible? One may say that Krishna is Indian, Krishna is Hindu. Why the Christians are interested? It is a Hindu. No, Krishna is neither Hindu nor Muslim nor Christian. Krishna is Krishna. And you are part and parcel of Krishna. These understanding, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am American, I am Indian, these are all designations. Actually, I am spirit soul, Aham Brahmasmi. And Krishna is the supreme Brahma, Parabrahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhava. So we have got intimate relationship with Krishna. That is eternally fact. Simply we have to revive. Savanadi Suddha Chitte Karayuda. We have to create. Just like the young man likes to love a young woman, and the young woman likes to love a young man. That is natural. That is nature. But when they meet together, it is revived. It is not that something new imposition. It is there. But by chance or anyway, when they are in contact, the loving, the propensity increases. The love increases. So our relationship with Krishna, that is natural, that is not unnatural. Nitya Siddha. Nitya Siddha means it is eternally fact. Simply it is covered. It is covered. That covering has to be taken away. Then we are immediately in relationship with Krishna in natural way. That is perfection of Krishna consciousness. So, here, it is said that Sohadena Ati Garhena. Garhena very deep. There are different types of Sohada, friendship, but there is very intimate, deep friendship. So as soon as we revive our Krishna consciousness, our deep relationship with Krishna as servant, as friend, as paternal relationship or conjugal love, that is already there. Just like this finger has got already its place. It is separated, but if there is any physician or surgeon, he can simply put exactly on the place, then it works immediately. Immediately works. Similarly, we have to place ourselves exactly in the position in which we are related with Krishna. Then our life is success. Immediately. Immediately success. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Saddha Kavuna Srimad. And that can be accomplished beginning with hearing. Hearing. This is the beginning. We are inviting persons to come to hear about Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatam, from Bhagavad Gita. These are called Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha, the message of Krishna, or the words of Krishna. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult. That, what is his cult? A cult is, he says, Amar Agnay Guru Haiya Taro Ei Desh, Jare Dakho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. Krishna Upadesh. You become a spiritual master under my order, under his order. Don't manufacture yourself. Under the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is called Parampara system. One who is following in disciplic succession the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what is the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. Don't advise him your rascaldom. Krishna upadesh. What Krishna has said, you just tell it. You become spiritual master. That's all. It is not very difficult to become spiritual master. The rascals, they fail because they do not say anything which Krishna says. He manufactures something. He wants to take the place of Krishna. This rascaldom will never make you happy. You have to follow. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Jare dakho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. Then you become Guru. To become Guru is not at all difficult. provided you follow the right instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then everyone can become, expand. You have learned something about Krishna consciousness. Now you rightly distribute them. Then you will increase your group. But if you want to manufacture something of your own concoction, that will not act. That will be gramophone. No. And actually penetrating. Apani Achari Prabhu Jivirishikaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that you have to act accordingly as it is instructed. Apani Achari. Then you can teach others. If you do not act yourself, your words will have no value. Because a cut. Evam paramparasit praptam. Just if you have got connection with the original powerhouse, then there is electricity. Otherwise it is simply wear. What is the bell? Simply wearing will not help you. The connection must be there. And if you lose the connection, then there is no value. Therefore, Krishna consciousness movement means you have to keep yourself always connected with the original powerhouse. And then, wherever you go, there will be light. There will be light. If you have disconnected, there will be no light. The bulb is there, the wiring is there, the switch is there, everything is there. That's what Arjuna is feeling. That I am the same Arjuna. I am the same Arjuna who fought in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. I was known as so great a warrior. And my bow is the same bow. And my arrow is the same arrow. But now it is useless. I could not defend myself. Because disconnected with Krishna. Krishna is no longer. Therefore he began to remember the words of Krishna, which was taught to him in the battle of Kurukshetra. Krishna is not different from his word. That is absolute. What Krishna said 5,000 years ago, if you catch up those words again, you are immediately connected with Krishna. Immediate. This is the process. Just see Arjuna. He says that Evam chintayato Krishna, Krishna padas ruda. When he began to think of Krishna and his instruction, as he gave in the battlefield, immediately become sound, peaceful, immediately pacified. So this is the process. We have got intimate relationship with Krishna eternally. It is not artificial. Therefore, if you keep ourselves always connected with Krishna, there will be no more disturbance, peaceful. Janglagdha chaprang labhaga mannatena tata. If you get that position, then that is the highest benefit, highest gain. Janglabdha cha. Then you will not desire for any other gain. You will perceive that I have got the highest gain. Janglabdha chaprang labhaga mannatena. Jasmin sthite, and if you keep yourself fixed after that position, then guru napi dukkhena na. Even the heaviest type of calamities will not be disturbed. That is peace. That is peace. Not that little pinching you are disturbed. If you are actually fixed up in Krishna consciousness, you will not be disturbed in the greatest form of dangerous condition. That is the perfection of Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much.
हरे कृष्ण। तो आज हमने श्रील प्रभुपाद से पहले स्कंद के 15वें अध्याय के 28वें श्लोक पर क्लास सुना। प्रभुपाद शुरू में कह रहे थे कि कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन का मतलब क्या है। कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन का मतलब क्या है? व्हाट इज कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस मूवमेंट? अजीत माधव प्रभु को असु अजीत माधव प्रभु को हरे कृष्ण।
Mind always thinking about the lotus feet of Krishna. Prabhupada said that is the Krishna conscious moment.
प्रभुपाद कह रहे थे कि जब हमारा मन हमेशा कृष्ण के चरण कमलों का चिंतन करता है, ये कृष्ण भावनामृत है। हाँ, स्मरण कहाँ से होना चाहिए? भगवान के चरणों से होना चाहिए। हरि बोल। फिर प्रभुपाद ने बोला ट्रांसेंडेंटल मेडिटेशन, ये दिव्य ध्यान करने की विधि क्या है? क्या होता है दिव्य ध्यान? मतलब क्या होता है? कोई संस्था भी है, वो एक संस्था था प्रभुपाद के ज़माने में ही था, उसका वो ट्रांसेंडेंटल मेडिटेशन सिखाता था। TM बोलते थे उसको। $35 देने पड़ते थे उस ज़माने में उसके लिए। तो प्रभुपाद कहते TM का असली ट्रांसेंडेंटल मेडिटेशन क्या है? What is transcendental meditation?
भगवान के चरणों का स्मरण करना,
स्मरण होना। आप जब भी ध्यान करने बैठो और ध्यान करने पर, और जैसे ही आपको अगर भगवान के चरणों का स्मरण हो रहा है, प्रभुपाद करे ट्रांसेंडेंटल मेडिटेशन हो गया। हरि बोल। ये ट्रांसेंडेंटल मेडिटेशन जो है, जिसमें भगवान के चरणों का स्मरण होता है, उसका इफेक्ट क्या होता है हमारे ऊपर? क्या होगा उसके कारण? जब भगवान के चरणों का स्मरण होगा तो हमारे ऊपर क्या होगा? सुजय गोविंद।
There will be peace, pacifying.
संतुष्ट हो जाएंगे, शांत हो जाएंगे। प्रभुपाद ने क्या कहा? इसी के लिए हमने क्या किया, इस्कॉन में DT वर्शिप रखा है। DT वर्शिप का अर्थ क्या है कि हम नवसिखीय भक्त जो हैं उनको क्या करते हैं, कृष्ण के स्वरूप के ऊपर चिंतन करने बोलते हैं। और स्वरूप का चिंतन कहाँ है? भगवान के चरणों से हमको चिंतन करना है। हरि बोल। तो संतुष्टि के ऊपर प्रभुपाद ने पूरा लेक्चर कंटिन्यू किया आगे, ये बोलकर एक उंगली का उदाहरण दिया प्रभुपाद ने। उंगली का क्या उदाहरण दिया?
When the finger is cut from the whole body, it has no value, means it has value only when it is connected to the body. The same way when we are connected to Krishna, we have value.
बड़े बुद्धिमान लोग हैं, इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट लोग हैं, प्रभुपाद कह रहे इंटेलिजेंट, इंडस्ट्रियल, साइंटिस्ट, बड़ा है, बट क्या है, जैसे ही कृष्ण का कनेक्शन निकल गया, प्रभुपाद बोले तुम्हारी बुद्धि का क्या यूज है? कुत्ता भी बहुत कुछ नाचता है, कुत्ता भी बहुत करता है, लेकिन कुत्ते के नाचने में कुछ वैल्यू है। वैसे ही मनुष्य समाज या आत्मा तब तक उसका वैल्यू है क्या है, जब तक वो कृष्ण के साथ कनेक्टेड है। कृष्ण से उंगली को अलग कर दिया शरीर से, उसको उंगली बोल सकते हैं, इट इज़ अ फिंगर बट ए डेड फिंगर, यूजलेस फिंगर। क्या फ़ायदा है उसको बोलने के लिए? सिर्फ फिंगर है। जब तक हम कृष्ण के साथ एक इंटीमेटली रिलेटेड हैं, तब तक हमारा वैल्यू। हरि बोल। तो प्रभुपाद ने फॉल्टी इंटेलिजेंस, जो बुद्धि है, जो गलत बुद्धि है, माया या अपहृत ज्ञान, इसके 2 उदाहरण दिए कि गलत बुद्धि कैसे चलनी चाहिए, कृष्ण के तरफ वो कैसे जाऊं, फिर से कृष्ण से कैसे कनेक्ट करूं। बट बुद्धि का गलत इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, उसमें 2 उदाहरण प्रभुपाद ने दिए। कौन से 2 उदाहरण दिए प्रभुपाद ने? चैतन्य प्रभु को 2।
प्रभु जी, प्रभुपाद ने एक उदाहरण दिया,
2 दिए, एक नहीं 2 दिए। पहला दिया ऐसा, हाँ बोलिए। एटॉमिक बॉम्ब का दिया।
सेकंड,
पहले लोग मर रहे, पहले लोग इतने मर रहे, उसमें तुमने और एटॉमिक बॉम्ब बना दिए। कौन सी बुद्धि है प्रभुपाद बोल रहे? और फिर एक
अबॉर्शन, किलिंग द चाइल्ड,
गिविंग फैसिलिटी फॉर सेक्स लाइफ, और कुछ नहीं कर रहे आप। हरि बोल। स्वरूप सिद्धि किसको कहते हैं? प्रभुपाद ने स्वरूप सिद्धि का बात किया लेक्चर में। स्वरूप सिद्धि क्या होता है? भावेश प्रभु
to revive our relationship with our intimate relationship with the Krishna, which is also called perfection.
हमारा इंटीमेट, हाँ, बहुत एक ऐसा आंतरिक संबंध है भगवान के साथ, उस संबंध को समझना वो स्वरूप सिद्धि है, वो परफेक्शन, रियलाइजेशन ऑफ परफेक्शन। हरि बोल। तो भगवान के साथ जो आत्मीय संबंध है हमारा, इंटीमेट रिलेशनशिप में जो आत्मीय संबंध है वो 5 रसों में है। तो प्रभुपाद कहते हैं शांत रस से शुरुआत होता है। शांत रस से शुरुआत क्यों होता है और आगे क्यों बढ़ना चाहिए? वो आत्मीय संबंध भगवान के साथ सबसे निचला, उसमें सबसे नीचे शांत रस में है, और फिर उसमें आगे क्यों बढ़ना है? नेटवर्क और नेटवर्क।
शांतरस में हम जानते हैं कि भगवान कितने महान है और कितने हाउ गॉड इज़ ग्रेट, पर जब हम ये जानते हैं तो हमें उनकी सेवा करने की इच्छा होनी चाहिए। तो हमें सेवा बढ़ानी चाहिए और बढ़ानी चाहिए, सो दैट हमारा संबंध और गाढ़ा हो सके भगवान के साथ।
सो गॉड इज ग्रेट, उसके बाद प्रश्न उठना चाहिए व्हाई नॉट सर्व द ग्रेट? फिर मैं क्यों सेवा नहीं करना चाहता? तो शांत रस में क्या है? भगवान महान है, भगवान महान होने का साक्षात्कार हो जाता है, लेकिन केवल वहाँ क्यों रुकना चाहिए? क्योंकि वहाँ पर कुछ सेवा नहीं है। तो प्रभुपाद ने उदाहरण क्या दिया, इस दुनिया में भी हम देखते एक प्रकार की सेवा करें, उससे और अच्छी नौकरी मिल सकती है क्या? उससे और अच्छी नौकरी मिल सकती है क्या? फ्रॉम इन्फीरियर सर्विस वी गो टूवर्ड्स सुपीरियर सर्विस। और प्रभुपाद के ज़माने में सुपीरियर इज सर्विस इज समबडी गेट्स गवर्नमेंट सर्विस। देखो दुनिया इतनी बदल सकती है ना? हरि बोल। प्रभुपाद ने अपने यूरोपियन अमेरिकन लड़के और लड़कियों का उदाहरण दिया। 3-4 साल पहले आप आए थे, क्यों उदाहरण दिया ये बोलो?
प्रभुपाद जी बोलना चाह रहे हैं कि 3-4 साल पहले आप कुछ भी नहीं जानते थे, आप क्या थे, लेकिन क्योंकि आपका पुराना रिलेशनशिप कृष्णा से है इसलिए आप कृष्णा से जुड़े हुए। अदरवाइज आप लोग इतने मूर्ख नहीं हैं कि आप कृष्णा से कैसे भी अटैच हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि रिलेशनशिप है पुराना, इसलिए आप अटैच हो सके उनसे, कृष्णा से।
अच्छा, प्रभुपाद कहना चाहते थे ये सबके लिए है, ये ऐसा नहीं कि इंडियो हिंदू के लिए है, इसके लिए तुम ये सबके लिए। आप अमेरिका से थे, आपको पहचान भी नहीं थी, आपको कुछ पता नहीं था, आज आप प्रचार कार्य में लग गए। पागल तो नहीं है प्रभुपाद कहते हैं टाइम वेस्ट करने के लिए। आपको प्रेम है भगवान से, इसलिए भगवान की कथा करते हो, भगवान के बारे में बोलते हो दूसरे को जाके। तो इस प्रकार से कृष्ण भावनामृत केवल भारतीयों के लिए नहीं है, वो आत्मा के लिए है, और आत्मा भगवान के साथ बहुत आत्मीय संबंध है। हरि बोल। प्रभुपाद कहते कृष्ण इंडियन नहीं है, कृष्ण हिंदू नहीं है। ये क्रिश्चियन लोग क्यों कृष्णा में इतना इंटरेस्टेड हो रहे हैं? ये हिंदू, इंडियन, मुस्लिम, क्रिश्चियन, सब अमेरिकन, ये सब क्या है? पदवियां हैं, ये हम नहीं हैं। ठीक है, अगर मुझे अपना कृष्ण के साथ जो संबंध है उसको वापस उजागर करना है, क्या करूं? शुरू कहां से करूं? वासु,
हियरिंग।
हरि ओम। प्रभुपाद कह रहे थे इसलिए हम लोगों को बोलते हैं आइए श्रीमद् भागवतम क्लास के लिए, आइए भगवद गीता क्लास श्रवण कीजिए। आप जितना श्रवण करेंगे कृष्ण के साथ आपका जो संबंध है फिर से उजागर होगा। फिर प्रभुपाद ने परंपरा सिस्टम के बारे में बोला। परंपरा सिस्टम क्या है? परंपरा सिस्टम किसको बोलते हैं?
We are connected to Krishna. Prabhupada gave example of the wiring. Till the time it is connected to electricity, then it is useful. Otherwise, it is simply wiring. It is of no use.
नहीं, परंपरा सिस्टम में सबसे प्रभुपाद ने बोला डोंट मैन्युफैक्चर योरसेल्फ। कुछ भी नया मैन्युफैक्चर नहीं करना है। चैतन्य महाप्रभु का जो आदेश हमको प्राप्त है उसके अनुसार प्रचार करना है। जो भी क्या है परंपरा को फॉलो करते, जो भी डिसाइप्लिक, जो गुरु शिष्य परंपरा को फॉलो करता है, वो क्या है, वो सही व्यक्ति है। जारे देख तारे कहो युवर उपदेश, जारे देखो तारे कहो युवर उपदेश की जारे देखो तारे कहो कृष्ण उपदेश। केवल कृष्ण उपदेश है, उसको बोलना है। दैट्स ऑल। प्रभुपाद ने बोला हरि बोल। तो प्रभुपाद कहते हैं गुरु बनना बहुत आसान है, बिल्कुल मुश्किल नहीं है। हर कोई गुरु बन सकता है। कैसे बन सकते हैं हर कोई गुरु? गुरु कैसे बनना चाहिए? गुरु किसको कहेंगे? कौन गुरु बन सकता है? विराजपुर हाथ खड़ा कर रहे, मैं गुरु बन सकता हूँ। यस विराजपुर, आप गुरु कैसे बन सकते हैं?
Just by repeating the words of Krishna.
हरि बोल। प्रभुपाद ने बोला केवल आपको क्या करना है, अपना कुछ मन का नया मत निकालो। जो भी चैतन्य महाप्रभु, जो भी कृष्ण ने दिया है उसी को रिपीट करो, आप गुरु बन जाएंगे। ये गुरु का लक्षण है। वो केवल जो कृष्ण की वाणी है उसको रिपीट करो, कुछ नया मत करने की कोशिश करो। लेकिन प्रभुपाद ने बोला ग्रामोफोन भी मत बनो। क्या मतलब था ग्रामोफोन मत बनो? गुरु बनने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि तुम ग्रामोफोन बन गए। मतलब क्या होता है?
प्रभुपाद कहना चाहते थे कि तुम खुद भी वो इंस्ट्रक्शन फॉलो करो और फिर बाद में वो इंस्ट्रक्शन सिर्फ रिपीट मत करो।
अपने आचरी, अपना आचरण करो और उसके बाद क्या करो, उसका प्रचार करो। नहीं तो फिर वो रुपेश ने आगे रिलीज कर दिया था उसको, सिंपली वायर है ना, कनेक्शन नहीं है आपका पावर हाउस से। वायर है पर डेड वायर है, कुछ फायदा नहीं उस वायर का। अपने आचरण में डालो और उसके बाद फिर क्या होगा, दूसरे के अंदर लाइट जलेगा। देयर विल लाइट, प्रभुपाद बोल रहे। नहीं तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला उस वायर के कनेक्ट करने के साथ। हरि बोल। अगर आप कृष्ण भावनामृत में असली तरीके से अगर आप प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, फिक्स हो गए, उसका लक्षण, 2 लक्षण होंगे प्रभुपाद ने कहा। श्वेता माता जी को, श्वेता माता जी।
One I know, Prabhuji, you will not be disturbed in greatest calamity if you are fixed up in Krishna consciousness. So that is the perfection. Another one I don't remember.
वो श्लोक शुरू कहाँ से होता है? यम लब्ध्वा चा परम लाभम मन्यते न अधिकम। इसका मतलब क्या है कि आप और कुछ भी चेष्टा या इच्छा करोगे ही नहीं, बस हो गया। कृष्ण भावनामृत मिल गया, अभी और कुछ नहीं चाहिए इस संसार का। ये पहला। और दूसरा,
You will not be disturbed in.
आपको कितनी भी भयंकर परिस्थिति विचलित करना चाहेगी, आप विचलित होने वाले नहीं। इसका मतलब कृष्ण अभी वापस भगवान के साथ आत्मीय संबंध स्थापित हो गया, आपका रिलेशनशिप फिक्स्ड हो गया, आप कृष्ण भावनामृत में फिक्स हो गए। न कोई इच्छा बची है अभी कुछ और प्राप्त करने की, न कोई भी विकट परिस्थिति आपको हिला सकती है अभी। ये हरि बोल। बोल जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।